I saw something the other day and I almost couldn't believe what I saw. It took a second to register what I saw, and then I reacted. It took a second to register. It took a second to register. This is the expression we're going to look at today. We're going to look at a meaning and what I'm talking about. Let's go. Hey there, English speakers. Jesse here from Sweed Academy, helping you get your English to the next level. The number one way and best way to get your English to the next level are learning and using idioms, fixed expressions, phrasal verbs, any sort of expressions that go together, and use them naturally, because we don't use language just one word at a time, do we? And I want to help you do that on this channel. So if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell so you can get a new lesson every week. Even 2 lessons every week. But I was watching something the other day. I was actually watching the UFC Fight Night. I forget what number it is now, but it was TJ Dillashaw against Henry Cejudo. You can see the poster for it here. But I couldn't believe what happened. I was really excited about this fight from a competitive standpoint. A competitive standpoint, a standpoint means a perspective, from a competitive perspective. But I was really looking forward to this fight from a competitive standpoint because I thought it was going to be very good. And it was very good, but for very different reasons. I was expecting a long, maybe even a decision, or at least it to go 3 rounds or 4 rounds. Well, they came out on fire, and Henry Cejudo ended up knocking out TJ Dillashaw. Well, the referee stopped it, but he stopped TJ Dillashaw in 22 seconds, and I couldn't believe it. And I really had no reaction. If you remember Jose Aldo and Conor McGregor, that was only 13 seconds, and I wasn't expecting it. But for some reason, I didn't need to register that. I just blew up out of my chair. I was so excited. But this one, I really had no reaction because it took a second to register. It took a second to register. We use this when we didn't expect something to happen, and we have to kind of absorb the information, right? It took a second to register. This is a great expression to use when when you don't give a reaction because it was a surprise. You were shocked, and you had to think and absorb the information that had happened. It took a second to register. This is a great expression in conversation. So you can use this in your speaking. It is kind of like a fluency builder, right? It is an expression that we use very naturally. It will help you sound even more natural. If you're an intermediate or advanced speaker, I highly recommend learning this and using it, putting it in your repertoire. If you like this video, then consider hitting that subscribe button right there. And if you're still unsure, I have another video here for you to check out so you can learn a useful expression or idiom to become more fluent. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. If you like this video, consider subscribing. And if you're not sure yet, I have another video here. And if you're not sure yet, I have another video here for you to check out. If you like this video, then